Hello, and welcome to episode 3 of the Jamming with James podcast. Just so you guys know, this is actually the third take for the intro. So, yeah, hopefully I don't pee myself once more. Ethan, you're not allowed to laugh, you are a cameraman. Shh. So, in episode 3 of the Jamming with James podcast, we're going to be joined by my best friend and mortal enemy, Ethan Chow, who is also the executive producer of this podcast series up to now. He's going to be talking us through his day job as a design engineer or digital designer. I'll let him give his exact title later on. Additionally, he's going to also be talking about his stint as a professional tennis player when he was younger and his tennis coaching business that he runs today. So yeah, really excited for this one. Thank you for joining us, and sit back, relax, let's go. My money don't jiggle jiggle, it folds. I want to see you wiggle wiggle for sure. Okay, ready, steady, go. My money don't jiggle jiggle, it folds. I want to see you wiggle wiggle for sure. You're making me dribble dribble, you know. Riding in my Fiat, you really gotta see it. 6'2" in a compact, no slack. Luckily the seats go back, got a knack to relax. Even my red one. Hello everybody, welcome to episode 3 of the podcast. I'm joined by my friend Ethan Chow. Say hello.
Hello.
So yeah, it's been a long time, but we are back with episode 3. Episode 2 is coming. It's just the guest from the last episode is being rather slow, but it's coming. Don't worry. We're going to learn all about trains. But this podcast is going to be even better because I'm joined by a far superior guest who is right here.
We've known each other for
too long.
9 years.
We always start with the same question on this podcast, which is who are you and how do we know each other?
Cool. So I am Ethan Chow, and James and I met in our first year hall through, was it a group chat? I can't remember now.
That's not how we met.
Was it? Oh no, I met you on a boat party, properly.
You're missing out like a key detail.
Well, at university at Imperial.
Yeah, but there was one particular person who introduced us.
Alexia.
Yes, we were in different halls.
Your born nemesis.
But I had a flatmate who introduced me to Ethan and a few other people who became friends with.
Yeah, it's like
and lived with for many years. So we met at university at Imperial in London.
I remember
in 2018.
I remember my first interaction with you
7 years ago.
Yeah, when we were on the actual boat, and I didn't know who you were at the time, and we had like a little group, and you were just you were hanging around us, and you didn't talk to me.
I was scared of you.
Yeah, you were scared of me, and I was like, is this guy trying to make a move with someone, or?
I was thrown off by Ethan's buzz cut.
I didn't have that much of a
dapper. He didn't. He just had a
little bit of a skin fade. Now it's very different.
Yeah. So that's how we know each other. But who are you?
Who am I?
Yeah, that's the other part of the question.
So what am I? I work as an innovation designer.
Yeah.
But I pretty much like everything within design. So I started, my first journey with design was actually in furniture design. So IKEA. I used to create my own chairs. Yeah, I used to love IKEA, walking around the showrooms.
This man loves a Swedish meatball.
Well, multiple.
You
get 9.
He can't get enough.
Yeah, wine and dine. So yeah, I used to I was in furniture design, and then I transitioned more into medical design because of my parents. My dad, he's a doctor, and then I still I didn't want to get too involved. Like, I still wanted to help people, but to some degree of medical design, it's quite niche, and there's a number of companies in that area. So I transitioned more to UX, which is more focused on user-centric design. So user-centric being, if you're creating any product, whether it's digital, physical, then how do you create it to the best of their needs based on the problems and pains they have. And then that's transitioned into like web design, portfolio design, creating app and that kind of stuff. And now kind of do that in salesy now.
Yeah. Do you want to say where you work?
That's my job.
Or is that too personal?
I know. So I worked at IBM. I'm very fortunate. But I have worked at a whole myriad of companies from.
Ooh, that was a nice word, myriad.
Myriad. Yeah. I got.
And where are you from in the UK? Like,
where am I from? You say where am I? Where am I from? Where am I actually from? Oh, that's crazy. No. I kind of grew up. I was born in.
Trying to set the stage.
Yeah, I know. I'm trying. I was born in like Islington, Arsenal, but then I moved out to Reading. I mainly.
He's not a Londoner.
I'm almost a Londoner.
He's from a gated community in Reading.
That's not true.
It is true. Is there a gate? Yes or no?
They're open. They're open gates. They're open for everyone.
You are correct. A gate's open and close. So.
I guess.
Okay. So you studied design at university from Reading. Went to university in London for 4 years. Still in London. And we're going to talk about later how you are good old tennis player. Okay, so you've kind of preluded this a little bit, but what did you study at university? What was it?
I studied design engineering.
What is design engineering?
Which always gets people, and the best way to describe it is kind of a new, more niche area of engineering, which is more around the kind of skills you need to make your own startup. So if you're creating a product or idea from scratch, how do you brainstorm the idea, do the market research? How do you do the interviews, but then with the product to a basic level, understand how to create it, how to design it, how to market it. There's we do basic electronics and thermodynamics and that kind of thing, but then do the statistics,
science
to a basic level. Not basic, like it's still imperial level.
So what you're basically telling me is that you were primed and trained for appearing on the BBC Apprentice.
You could say that.
What you described to me in that last 60 seconds was an episode of The Apprentice in a nutshell. Literally marketing, design, interviews.
Yeah, kind of. Well, actually, a lot of people. Yes and no. There was there's a really.
Have you applied? Yes.
No. I wouldn't go on it because I feel like they.
Of course you wouldn't.
But I've heard when they film The Apprentice, they usually make them sleep deprived or wake them up at 5 a.m. or something to actually create the content for it, because again they take tiny snippets from a whole week in 1 hour. So you're gonna have your low points, like your 3 recordings when you begun. They might take the first recording. And then that's your perception of you.
I'm a one-hit wonder. Wham bam, thank you, ma'am. That is how I'll be known on the streets.
Oh,
Okay, that's nice. So it's kind of like how to become Steve Jobs. How many polo shirts do you polo necks do you wear? Turtlenecks.
I actually went off turtlenecks. I thought a few polo shirts when I was younger, but I honestly am still wearing clothes for my mum sometimes.
Yeah.
And getting out of that wardrobe, I always find that was one thing.
Okay. So, studied design for many years. Are there any... I know that you've done stuff like in your own time, also in school, but also at university, like design projects. Are there any projects that you're actually like low-key proud of, like that you want to shout about? Or
is this at university or before?
Can be before or after. It depends which if there are some before university that you're still proud of.
Yeah, I mean, so this is gonna sound quite going heavy into the design field, but
okay, I'm ready.
I actually won the award for the best design chair at my school. Right?
Wow!
And that got taken up to, I think I got full marks on my coursework, and it was on display for like 2-3 years.
What was the chair?
It was kind of like how do I describe this? You have to kind of see it, but the chair was suspended by ropes, which were like hung on by the armrests. So it would have this kind of bed where it could rotate. So whenever, let's say you're leaning over something, sometimes you wish that the seat would move back, or like it wouldn't. The seat would kind of stay in position.
I've seen that. I've seen a guy do that with the chair that he can rotate on.
Yeah, kind of. You imagine that's like a basin, so
Yeah.
the seat
You got a
picture so you
picture?
can reach it. I do have a picture. Maybe I'll put a picture up there.
Yeah.
But I had to learn how to sew. I sewed all the fabric with it. I'm very like.
You can sew.
Yeah, I can sew.
Then how come Ale had to? Ale's our other housemate. How come Ale was the one who sewed up my my trousers and not you?
Well,
Where was that?
I think your pants were in a bit of a disarray.
No, these are the trousers, not pants.
Yeah. Really, James wears these pants.
No, not appropriate.
Huge hole, and he refuses to get a new pair or sew up himself. And I'm not, I don't want to deal with his business.
This is family-friendly show. Okay, so you built a chair, and the chair offered flexibility to the user in terms of like they could swivel and like move around.
And I did a lot of
get jiggy.
Anthropomorphic. Was it? How do I say this?
Anthropomorphic.
Yeah, and I can't say it. I'm also dyslexic, so that's.
Are you really?
Yes.
I didn't know you're dyslexic.
Yeah.
My older brother Joe's dyslexic.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My mum's dyslexic.
Me and Joe have a lot in common.
I don't know what that means.
Well, we're just dyslexic. That's all. They'll be hating on us.
Put the sexy in dyslexic, don't you?
I looked at different percentiles for like arm lengths and like back lengths and seat lengths and leg lengths. So you could adjust the height of the seat depending on the individual.
Okay.
So also, if you prefer to have a slightly forward-leaning chair or slightly more preference for the back, then you could adjust the chair to have it.
Nice.
Yeah, and there's some really funky joints that I put into it. Like
I really want to see the
slot
picture now.
joints,
I have
dovetail
not seen
joints.
this, so
yeah, there's really cool joints that I put into it. I just don't have any of the chairs anymore because they're still in the school. Maybe I should go ask them about it.
You say chairs? Did you build multiple chairs?
Oh yeah, sorry, I built 2 chairs.
Built 2 chairs.
Yeah.
Was one a prototype? One was the final.
No, they were quite different. One of them was.
What was the chair built on?
They're all from kind of different types of wood. The first one was more plywood and sapele wood, and then the second one was oak frame.
Yeah.
With some like nylon.
How did the idea come to you? You just like in the bath one day, or like did an apple fall on your head? Or did you just staring at a chair in class?
I actually can't remember because I have a big ass folder. I remember going to university. I had this portfolio folder, which goes through all the research of how you get to the idea.
Yeah.
But I was always interested in the Danish modern movement. It's a type of chair, like 18th, 19th century design, Scandinavian design.
Yeah.
I can kind of go into it, but I don't want to bore you too much.
I like Danish pastries.
Yeah. Yeah. There's a really good pastry place called Juno the Bakery. In Copenhagen.
Yeah. Not sponsored.
Shout out to Vinny. Vinny's been there.
Vincent, if you guys remember, was the first guest on the Jammin with James podcast. So it happens along.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're just gonna drop his name like that.
I mean, it's in the. I don't know if I did link his Instagram in the episode bio.
He's taken, man.
Do you want your bio in the?
He's a taken man.
I mean,
do that.
Nobody's gonna watch this. So I don't know how much.
Do you link your Instagram in the bio?
I am literally like pumping this out to anybody who follows me on Instagram. I need the world to know about this amazing content that is being pumped out right now. So yeah. Okay, so you built a chair. What else? Anything else? This is kind of a loaded question because there's one design that I know you've done, and it's the one that I find the most impressive.
Are you talking about university or just in general?
This, I don't know if this was like technically part of your course, but you did it after you started university. It'd be interesting if you guessed which one I'm most interested in.
I mean, I definitely tried a few startup-y things, but I'd say the most meaningful one was definitely my master's dissertation, which I did on the management and relievement of GP stress during the pandemic.
I remember that one. Yeah.
And
that's not what I was thinking of, but
yeah,
we'll circle back to that.
no way you circle back. Oh,
Yeah,
the corporate in you.
We'll circle back.
But that project was really cool because that was all around techniques and ways to kind of envisage and elicit like mindfulness activities and stretching activities to GPs while they were kind of working these long hours during the pandemic.
Yeah.
And how they could meaningfully take those breaks which they don't have to eat or to stretch or to talk to people. Because it's very easy. I don't know if you've ever got into those modes, but it's very easy to just if your time's so full, you sometimes forget to eat or like especially in medicine, there's always one more patient to see or one more so you don't really get the gratification or the time to relax or to stretch your legs. And it was just really focusing on how you could improve that and creating a digital intervention that integrates with their phone and their computer, gives them notifications, alerts of when they need to take a break. When you have techniques like the Pomodoro. Have you ever heard of Pomodoro technique?
I know all about the Pomodoro.
Yeah, so it's like taking breaks after half an hour or an hour of working. Short period.
It's basically like a virtual assistant to remind them to take breaks, and then when they take breaks, wasn't there like cards that they could use to help?
Yeah, it's all personalized. So it will give you like 4 or 5 different random activities, and you just pick one.
Yeah,
depends, and it's in some ways it starts to learn from your behavior what kind of things you like doing.
Yeah,
whether it's like going stretching or you like trying different activities, seeing what you get.
Is scrolling Instagram one of the activities?
Unfortunately
not.
No. Yeah, that's another form of doom scrolling, but
yeah, that's what I'm most interested in. And did you test it out with any GPs? Or?
Yeah, I tested that with I think 4 or 5 GPs.
Did they like
it? And I actually gave them a little contribution of like a smartwatch to say thank you.
Oh my god, you gave each GP a smartwatch?
No, but like it was like a Jammin Fitband. It wasn't
okay.
Wow. No, it wasn't like anything like Apple.
Jesus Christ.
But they.
So what you're saying is they were biased because you gave them an incentive.
No. I didn't say they could keep it.
But it was implied.
No. I was like, we're going to use it for the testing. I was like, oh yeah, and all of them, I think, after like in terms of like satisfaction and likeliness of using and enabling the tool was extremely high. I think it's very difficult to get them approved when it's like a very specific, unique idea, and get it integrated into GP practice is very difficult because there's so many regulations of things you can do, can't do, who has access to it, which trusts you can provide them to, the funding.
Do you think that's the biggest roadblock in terms of, because you said the user experience was relatively positive?
Yeah, no, the user experience was great. I only got like positive feedback from it. But it's just a shame, like getting funding, especially in the NHS, is pretty difficult. It's
not terribly surprising.
Hospital, like obviously I could contribute to them, but the way they work as well is that they get their budgets at certain periods of the year.
How much funding does it need? The app?
No, in terms of the app, it would have been fine, but it would, I wouldn't be able to generate much revenue from it because my intention for its design was not to be sold. It was just more of a meaningful exploration, really.
Maybe one day when you retire, you can.
Yeah, that's my goal, to create something for free or create some kind of legacy.
Yeah. For
a product or for some kind of service that people don't have to pay for, or people can just kind of use as a free resource.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm the same. Yeah.
You're the same. Yeah.
Yeah. That motivates me deeply. So is there one final project that you want to mention? Wink, wink. I don't know if you can guess the one that I'm thinking of.
I don't know what project you're talking about.
We are surrounded by.
Oh, you're talking about this project.
No. We are surrounded by different organisms which could benefit from this product that you that you worked on.
Yes.
They are green and mean, like the Hulk.
This is my Tuntra project.
Yeah, I like this one.
I like it, but it's kind of a failed failed startup. I think it not working was also quite a good thing.
Yeah.
It was a really interesting area. So
what was it?
We were looking at plant care.
Yeah.
And how you could create tools to almost like a physical product to help know and look after that, based on the humidity of the soil, texture of the leaves, like how you could water your plant in a singular tool while having some kind of basic knowledge of like sampling the soil to understand how dry or wet it is. And then also for it to be like look like a water bottle.
So it's
that wasn't the idea, but that was.
So it's kind of like a physical probe that allows you to like get a lowdown of the environment in which you're trying to like grow your plant.
I think the idea eventually
was
to
optimal or not.
To have like almost like a smart IoT device that connects with it.
Yeah.
And you would develop an app, and it would be able to diagnose or
so
have sensors within the soil for you to be able to know what you need to give your plant essentially.
Yeah. So it's kind of like a like self-help but for your plant, but in a convenient format of an app, basically.
App, but it would be a physical product first.
Yes.
The app would speak to it.
Yeah, but you don't like. Was the idea that the user would like read like measurements on the probe, or would they like they would?
No. It would be all read on the
app.
So
it's user friendly. It's not like a.
But the idea was to get to like that integration of the physical product.
Yeah.
Because the whole design, there's a whole area of kind of behavioral design called ritual design. I'm not sure if you. So by creating certain rituals or ways or repetitions of certain habits, you can get it to become like natural behavior for you to conduct, let's say, watering your plants. So it's natural if that whole process is enjoyable to you. So how do you make that process enjoyable? How do you interact? What is it, a physical product? Is it a digital product? Especially when you're looking after your plants. You do look at your plants, but also you get a lot of. I think we did a lot of research and speaking to people at plant markets and flower markets of, for example, if I look at this, like why do I like looking after a plant? Because it's, to some people it's a fun activity, some people it's a visual activity. So understanding what preference and how people want to look after it was also like an interesting area.
Yeah, when you were talking about that, the one thing that came to mind is like how I know they design like Doritos to make them really addictive. So when you like, they're not designing them just to make them tasty, but they're designing to make it so you like want to eat more continually. Like it's become like, do you know what I mean? Like the way that I interpreted what you were saying was you were trying to make something addictive enough that it became part of your daily ritual.
I mean, that's the balance though.
Yeah.
Like, you don't want it to be, in digital behavioral design, there's a concept called nudging and sludging. So nudges essentially like notifications that are helpful reminders for you to do things.
Like Duolingo.
But then also on the flip side, there's sludges, like things that make it more difficult for you to do things, or they're more of a hindrance so you avoid doing something.
That's okay. I got Duolingo Premium.
Yeah. Oh, you pay?
Yeah.
How much is it?
I don't remember. I paid. It's like a yearly. Yeah, I should cancel it, to be honest. Unless they want to sponsor the podcast.
Yeah, maybe we get one sponsor from this.
Yeah, maybe not. Yeah. Okay. And why did that fail?
It's mainly for people. We had startups of 4 people.
Context of when did you start this? Where were you? Like, were you at university?
Yeah, we were in our final year of university, and we were kind of had a year to explore the ideas. And one of the things about my course, which I still love to this day, is that they give you like a module which is worth like a fair amount of your final year on creating a startup. So there's a lot of great startups that came out from my course. Team Repair, they create educational STEM electronic repair kits for kids. Now they're developing into the adults market, so they've been in the BBC.
Dragon's Den.
I don't think Dragon's Den, but they've got a lot of funding behind that.
Okay.
There's a couple Y Combinators.
What's that? Sorry.
So people who have created products in Y Combinators.
You're gonna have to.
So there's one around like SSO Sign On, or it's called A Glide.
Like Okta. Octa verification app.
I mean,
Like
to a degree, but it's management of
SSO.
licenses.
Yeah.
But
Okay.
it's there's an
So it's like
API
when
in
you
there.
log into your like work laptop and you have to verify that it's actually you.
And one of my close friends, Idan, is working on uh, a how do I describe this? A potato waste extraction uh, method to create textiles and new fabrics from potato waste.
Okay.
It's called Fibe UK.
Nice.
Their stuff is really cool. They've got a lab. I can't remember whether it's in. I think it's in North London. But they're doing amazingly well. But they've started to extract some of their fibers out. It's like the top part of the potato.
Yeah.
The stems are poisonous, so they've been able to extract that, and they're reusing that for textiles and fabrics.
Yeah, I love the idea of recycling like toxic or like wasteful material and turning it into something cool.
Just like this jumper.
Oh yeah,
that I found you.
Do you guys like?
Charity shop.
Did you guys like the fit? So me and Ethan went to a car boot sale a couple of weeks ago, and we got this this polo quarter zip for £4.
£4, that's pretty good.
Yeah.
You made me haggle for it. I can't believe this.
No, I haggled for this
you
one.
did not haggle for it.
No, I haggled for this one. I made you haggle for the t-shirt.
You
the
anti-haggled.
The shirt.
I think they offered you £5, and you were like, I think I'm gonna do it for £3. And then he just like, oh no, I'll do it for £4 for no reason.
I got scared. She was a very scary lady.
She was so friendly.
Yeah,
she had a dog.
She wasn't scary. She was very nice. Yeah. Okay, but you didn't. So ultimately, the reason why Tundra failed was just that it was maybe the right idea but the wrong time.
I think it was more the people weren't in it.
Like,
okay. There's for a startup, you can't really do it on your own unless I don't know, you have an insane project and it's not especially not a product design project, and you have all the facilities to do it. But there were 4 of us. I think two of us wanted to continue with it, but
were you one of them?
No, I was one of them.
Yeah,
I quite like my startup-y kind of prototype ideas.
Yeah.
So I like to try things. That's one thing. I don't mind getting things wrong, or I think everyone needs to do them or have those mistakes to actually figure out what they want to do or what they don't want to do as well.
Did you actually develop a lot of the did you you gave that example of the potato company where they're repurposing the fibers to hopefully make products like clothing or whatever, and I don't know, like sponges, or I don't know what they'll do, but that sounds like they're almost, I don't know if they're using new technology, but they are they're doing something new. When you were creating this product that you were using to pick up the vitals for the plant and the soil, etc., were you using new technology or just repurposing existing technology and putting it in a new setting?
No, I think in this case it was the smart technology that would have been interesting. Or if it was the physical product, then it was prototyping with different fields and ergonomics and how does it fit in your hand, and how do you use the stick sampler, that kind of thing. But I did the web design for that, so that was kind of my first introduction to the digital design side of things.
Oh yeah. Okay, that's my favorite one because that's the one that I could out of the ones that you've obviously I could see myself using a chair.
Everyone sits on a chair.
Yeah,
everyone has plants.
The plants one is the one that I feel would be great for me because I'm quite lazy with watering my plants, and plants out. I've let plants die, but if I make it a bit more fun and I have notifications on my phone, that might help me a little bit.
It does remind me I need to water my plants.
Yeah. We have a cleaning rota in the house, and I've been my week, and I saw it on the rota, and I was like, "Oh, I need to water the plants. Oh, I'll do it later. That's fine."
Did you water them?
I haven't yet, but it's not over. It's not over yet. Do you hear?
I'll water them.
Do you hear the large lady singing? No, it's not. It's not over yet.
They're slowly dying away.
Yeah. Okay. Are there any other design projects that you're particularly proud of? Was that it?
I mean, I've done a lot of different design projects, but I think it's just fun. I think design is just being able to just test out different ideas and do whatever, even if it doesn't work out. It's just so rewarding. Like you learn so many different skills from
Yeah.
half the things. Like let's say you might not know how to get into, I don't know, let's say selling jewelry. So my mum's actually at the moment trying to set up a Etsy shop, but she's been doing it for ages. Like she's so scared to do it. Like
Does she make rings?
she makes rings, chains. She makes.
I want rings.
Was it bracelets,
Yeah.
earrings? Hopefully there's a platform. Maybe I'll shout her out and sell her.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll tag it down there.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
But she's amazing. But I think she just struggles to start things. She's such a good creative. Maybe in some ways I got my creativity from her more than I think. She knew how to sew. She knew how to paint. She was a fashion designer when she was at university, and maybe that's kind of spread onto me. But I quite like to at least have a go at things rather than not trying, or like the idea of it.
Yeah. I know exactly what you mean, because sometimes I like to, when it's like particularly late at night and I'm like going a bit insane, like just like on my phone, or like just I'm a bit bored, like I do like to theorize about like designing something. And then I wake up the next day and I realize that was a crock of like dog turd. And it's like, do you remember my idea about jiu-jitsu, the jiu-jitsu product?
You're gonna have to remind me about this.
So this is the pitch. So Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu is an up-and-coming martial arts sport that revolves around ground fighting. So it's like rolling around on the ground, you're trying to submit each other and stuff like that. And I tried to do it, but I was too weak and gave up. But one of the key like ways that is taught is that during the lesson, the instructor will have a partner, and they will demonstrate a move. Yeah, they'll do it like 2 or 3 times. They'll be like, "Is everybody happy with it?" And like you're like, "Yeah, it's okay, yeah." But really, you okay. What was that? And then he's like, "Okay, go away and practice it with your partner." And so you kind of have to memorize what he was doing. And like sometimes in the class, if you go like this, there's lots of people in the class, and the instructor will go around, and if he sees somebody particularly struggling, he'll try and help them out. But there's part of it where you're just on your own, because there's only so many instructors, etc., and so many students. So my idea was for a live camera system to be built.
I had like a action cam.
Yeah, it could be POV, but I had envisioned it being like on a tripod, like from the perspective of somebody looking on, like the student. But it could be POV. I think it would be more helpful. Yeah, I think POV. It depends on what's being demonstrated. But the idea was it was a live recording that could be made by the instructor, and then after he has broken up the class to go and practice, that live recording would then be dynamically like displayed like on a monitor in the room. Obviously, jiu-jitsu, lots of people flying around. Monitors on walls is not a great idea. So one thing I thought about was using projectors to have it displayed on the walls in the class.
Then you're assuming that the room is kind of dark enough to have those projectors.
Yeah, it wouldn't.
And have enough detail.
It would be light.
So that there would be some startup costs.
Yeah, it would be very light. The room would not be dark at all.
There's a nice concept in design thinking, which is all around like the way you can think and explore different problems, called the 5 thinking hats. So you have the red hat, the black hat, green hat. Some of the blue are more like analytical of like how it's going to work. The red is like the critical of like the devil's advocate of what can you do to put down this idea. And the green is like taking everything into account. What are the positives in that sense?
Yeah.
I like the idea, but
I honestly still like the idea. I just think the practicality of it is not there. Like
I think that maybe there's an angle maybe you could look at from an instructor's point of view of, okay, if they improve the quality of their class, how is that going to benefit that? Like, I guess it's a very much like a dog eats dog or revenue driven world. Like, what is it? How are they going to charge more for their courses, or like what is the trade off for them?
The idea is not that this is like this is not the. I mean, this is a possibility, because I don't know. It's like
if they're recording it on the spot, like it kind of requires them to do it to some level of proficiency in the moment. But the idea is that they will do this dynamically. So it's basically just replaying what the students have already seen, already have seen.
It's like a live action knockout count.
But
really.
It's basic, because the thing is, like, you get a couple of minutes and you have to. The moves in jiu-jitsu are quite intricate. They'll be like, oh, you move your right leg there, your left leg there, shake it all about. Like, do you know, like that was a joke, that was a song.
Yeah.
But the point stands that there's lots of different things you have to watch, and especially when you start jiu-jitsu, it's like there's a very slow, there's a very steep learning curve. So it's really hard to pick things up at the beginning. And there's a lot to remember. So the idea is that it takes the pressure a little bit off the students in terms of having to like really stress too much, and they can just kind of relax, because like they might, and there is an awkward moment sometimes in jiu-jitsu when like you and your partner are stuck, like you're not really sure what to do, and you're kind of just waiting for an instructor to be free to come around and show you. And that was where this product would come in. They'd be like, you could just look on the screen, you look on the wall, and you would be able to relatively quickly follow what was the main move to be like practicing. But it's just, the thing that I'm not sure about is just the practicality of
I think the angles would be quite hard to match, because maybe in person you can kind of see the instructor moving around or like standing up to show you a certain position.
Yeah, this is where I was kind of a bit, because I haven't thought about this in years, but because I thought about this and I was like, realised it never work in practicality. But I haven't decided whether it would be POV in terms of like it would be like the guy,
GoPro.
With like the instructor, the partner of the instructor, who's like in one position and looking down on the other person. This will make a lot more sense if you practice jiu-jitsu. You'll kind of understand what I'm talking about in terms of the perspectives of like top and bottom and like how you're like viewing it, or whether it's like us looking onwards when we gather around them. I haven't decided on that, but that's not the main problem. The main problem is like the like how to actually display it on the wall.
I think that's less of an issue, to be honest.
Really?
That's literally just startup cost of like how you want to display it.
But like it needs, but you've got to understand, like these jiu-jitsu halls, like the background could be very uneven. Like it won't always be a white wall.
You know, you can get pull-out screens now.
You can't use screens. It's too, and this is the thing, like imagine trying to sell this to a gym. Like, by the way, you need to invest X amount to buy these screens, and somebody might accidentally run into it and break it. Like, that just doesn't work.
You would have to do that anyway.
You'd need a you'd need a projector type thing, which doesn't work in that ambient setting.
Well, I guess you got to do some market research.
This does not exist. I'm telling you now, this product does not exist yet.
It doesn't exist because it's quite a difficult product. The whole experience of it is quite tricky.
Yeah.
So I don't think it's...
For me, the biggest hurdle is I don't know how you would display it. I don't know what technology you would use to display it on the walls, like in a convenient manner that was actually scalable. Like, I don't know how it would work.
I think it's more like how, in terms of like scale economies, or how you would make masses of this product, and especially making it affordable for gyms.
That's where I thought the projector could work.
They either have to increase their cost, which has to relate to the satisfaction of individuals in the classes.
It's a small business. It's getting bigger.
It's also quite expensive. Like
the reason why it's so expensive is because it's small scale.
Yeah.
Like there's only X.
But then there's also there's different types of like jiu-jitsus. It doesn't have to be Brazilian. It could be Japanese. And my sister does Japanese. And
this product is not specific to Brazilian jiu-jitsu, but I thought of it whilst trying to learn Brazilian jiu-jitsu, and I think it's most applicable to Brazilian jiu-jitsu because, in my humble opinion, Brazilian jiu-jitsu is the most complicated martial art in the world.
I mean, isn't it? You just get on your back and like
street fight people. There's so much to it. Like, you have to move your legs and arms and like set things up and like get in positions and like find angles.
Let them out.
It's actually a really fun sport. I just was not cut out for it. But this is not a podcast about Brazilian jiu-jitsu. But you can that gives an example of like how interesting it can be to like go down the rabbit hole of like seeing if an idea is actually viable, whether it's a piece of junk.
Yeah, well, no ideas junk.
Yeah,
for sure. It's literally, you might find a different perspective. You know, maybe after going into a gym after a year since you last been, and you have like a different view of, oh, maybe the gym could have been set up this way, or the instructor talks to you and says, oh, imagine if I could do this better, then you can explore it that way.
I feel like it could work. I don't know if it's scalable at all, but
You don't want to shut it down. You want to explore it a bit.
Well,
Don't be a hater.
Don't steal my idea. Anybody's watching this, don't steal my idea. Don't steal my idea. But I reserve the right to never actually look into it any further. Okay. So my next question for you is, and this is a relatively intricate question, so take your time. What surprised you most about moving from university projects such as Tundra, etc., to real-world design at a company like IBM, where you currently work as a...
I mean, honestly, there's not that much that changes.
I think that's good.
I think it's actually lower stakes when there's no, I guess, investment in yourself.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of the projects at university are self or individually driven.
Well, there's stakes in terms of if it's graded.
It is to a degree, but it's your own idea. You've done your research. At the end of the day, you know how much effort you put into it. Whereas with work, you can kind of get away. You have given projects, you might not love it. You might, you might have a project that you do like, but in terms of motivation, there's a little bit less motivation. But I think with work, I think you just have to try and kind of convey that, or really put your energy into to I guess making it interesting or making it in the way, because you're gonna have a different experience every time with different projects.
Yeah.
So, but I think people value, especially from design, different perspectives, different views, while looking at the user at heart. Let's say your BJJ instructor at heart. How does he go into the gym? Does he actually need monitors? What does he need? Is it his biggest frustration is when he comes into the gym in the morning that nothing is arranged, or he doesn't know his timetable? Is it digitally, or how could you help him that way? I think that's super interesting to me. So if you understand, if it is an interesting project, then it's so easy to get lost into it, and it becomes second nature to almost for it to be a great project. Yeah. Apart from, as well, in work you just get paid more. You just get paid, and you have more meaningfulness in that way, but you don't really get the selection of projects that to a T that you want to explore.
So it's basically you've lost some autonomy in what you are designing, but you still need to maintain that same sort of energy to get to make sure that you can get to the final product.
Yeah, sometimes there's a goal, sometimes there isn't. Yeah. I think, or
solution, I should say.
Yeah, solutions.
Yeah.
But I always, I think it's such a change. It's such a changing field, and before everyone's like, oh, AI's can take design jobs. But now, it's great. I don't really have to worry too much. I use design. AI as an enabler.
Yeah.
For a lot of the prototypes and wireframes, and I get to the point where I don't need backends to do these things, because I have Claude or Anthropic or
love Claude.
Figma Make that helps create these frames, and then vice versa. You have backends who can generate front ends from Tailwind or what's it called, Cursor. I mean, they have integrations there, which is super cool. But I think they need them both, because they have the experience of how to work and how to prompt, how to speak to these individual agents or I think that's chatbots or assistants that can help them along that. But they need the background knowledge of knowing it.
Yeah. I am also a big fan of AI. And
you pay for ChatGPT Premium?
I don't.
Oh,
I should. I pay for Duolingo Premium, but I don't pay for ChatGPT Premium, and one of them is the reason that I'm still employed.
I pay for the. I say I pay. I'm the free trial. It's actually quite good for now.
I tried to get some of my friends to join me and get a business license because it looked cool. But yeah, I think I think it is. I think it is really good because ultimately, I feel like maybe this is just my job, but I feel like what I am at my job is kind of a jack of all trades. I only have so much time, and I'm required to look at different things, and and there's different problems that will crop up, and in reality, unless I just like silo it, like I'm not going to become an expert in any one thing. So ChatGPT or like AI generally is great because it can help me like quickly learn or like quickly use like a particular application or like try and like take the idea of like a piece of like code that I have and try and actually get me to a final product that I can test and stuff like that. If I don't know like if I'm not too au fait with the actual syntax, like, but ultimately you still have to like verify what you're doing and like understand what it's doing. But yeah, it's there. I mean, like prompting AI is a science in itself, right?
Yeah. I mean, you have like I think, let's say copywriters. You have copyright designers or people who look at proofreading in that sense. They have good English. A lot of their job is, I guess, made more redundant from AI, but there's the prompting that still needs to be done, or I guess the querying that from the human of asking the right questions, of trying to get that right information, and how to get the best out of all the knowledge that an AI has. That's still a role, even though their previous role hasn't. It's kind of made redundant. I think it's just so interesting that now I think the AI hype is going down a little bit, but there are now people realizing that it can't do everything, and it's more.
It can't do everything.
It can't help you with your clients get mad at you that your product doesn't work.
No. Unfortunately, no amount of technology will ever replace this face when somebody's grumpy and you just need to like somebody to smile back at you.
Yeah, it's okay.
It's okay. Don't worry. Now, dear. Yeah, and they're just but yeah. Okay. So the next question is, and this is like still on the theme of design. So how do you keep your personal design taste while working on large scale systems? And also, it might be helpful to like, this is something that I still don't really understand. Like IBM, I think is a brand name or a business name that everybody has vaguely heard of, but like, what even does IBM do? Like, what does IBM do?
International Business Machines. That is what it's.
Okay, so it's like
here's a fun fact.
Solutions, cloud.
IBM actually used to be created a lot of computers. The physical computers. You know the ThinkPads that you have with the little red dot.
What do those red dots do? Is it just a mouse pad?
I think it derives from the IBM brand.
Okay, but what does the red little dot do? Oh. That was
yeah. Speak of the devil.
Speak of the devil. That was Duolingo trying to help me build a ritual.
See, that actually made me feel like uneasy because it's like someone's dying. Right, so
it's not a good face. He looks grumpy.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
But that to me, I'd be like, oh no, I feel like I've messed up.
Mentor.
I've been watching. Have you been watching Harry Potter's?
That's such a loaded question. We watched it together.
Yeah, we watched one or two. We didn't watch.
I haven't. I watched one with my mum over Christmas, but she got bored, so I'm watching it.
She got bored of you.
That's
a shame.
Yeah. Okay, back on track. Yeah. So, what is IBM? In a nutshell, because that's not actually the question. It's just it's important to lay the scene of the company that you work at.
IBM is a hybrid cloud and AI company that also focuses a lot on quantum computing. They're one of the leaders in quantum computing.
So are they like a competitor of like Amazon Web Services when it comes to cloud hosting?
Or
is that a dumb question?
They say that they are a competitor, but I think in terms of size and what happened in the past, IBM used to be one of the top players in hardware. And then actually Microsoft is actually a spin-off from IBM.
Okay, did not know that.
Because they didn't decide to invest in one of their operating systems.
Yeah.
Which is obviously now
Windows.
Wow,
they messed up there.
They messed up really bad.
Oh, that's they must be salty.
Yeah, they're pretty salty. But now I think they got into the AI race. But I think
kind of solutions do they? Because like what kind of AI solutions and who is the target market for the AI that they are? Is it different? Is it a different part of the like? Are they
it's hard. I mean, everyone at the moment, for example, there's so many different sectors they're in.
Yeah.
Finance. I think there's a really interesting stat where in terms of the financial, I think operations or executions of payments, I think it's like 70 to 75% of them are done through IBM in the world.
Yeah,
which is insane. So again, they have a lot of the hardware systems that that provide these like mission critical states for a lot of the banks, especially in the UK.
Yeah.
But I think was like Copilot and Gemini as AI are just they are naturally just a little bit better. They have more data. They're more fine-tuned. They're bigger teams working on them that are more dedicated to them.
Yeah.
But
do they have a name for the AI solution? What's it called? In IBM?
It's called Watson X.
Watson X. Never heard of it.
Yeah, Watson X data. You have Watson X Assistants. You have Watson X Orchestrate, which is just like a layer, an orchestration layer to manage all of your agents. Agents being assistants. But they got to this really cool concept now called agent orchestration, or you could have multi-agent orchestration, where you could have almost like let's say you are agent one. I give you a personality of XYZ, and this is your prompt, and you have to respond this way. Yeah. And I also have agent two, who I fetch all the data for you. So you could tell me what to do, and I could grab the data and I give it to you, and then you could give the output to a query agent, so he could do that. So now we get into like these systems, or like board of agents that kind of work together to give you a solution based on your personalities and my personalities.
Yeah. It's went over my head.
It's super nice. It's so interesting. It's so interesting.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I don't have the most technical job role, so it's yeah.
No, okay. You can kind of imagine it. It's like an assistant talking to his other assistants about.
Are we talking about AI assistant?
Yeah.
That's what. Yeah, Okay.
All like synthetic. Like, they're not real.
Okay, interesting. Okay.
I remember trying to explain quantum to you, and that was really confusing.
I don't need to know it. It's all right.
But they're
I'm not getting paid to know it, to understand it. So it's okay. Okay, but let's pause on that slightly. You've kind of given the context, but is there anything that you were surprised? Is there? That's not the question. The question is,
I fumbled you now.
The question is, in such like a company operating on a large scale, and with the projects that you work on, that I appreciate, maybe like they've, what the team that you're working in probably existed before you joined them, and will probably exist, like many years, hopefully. But when working in that system, is there a way that you can, or has it even been a conscious thought of keeping your personal design taste, or is you just focused on doing your work, getting to the...
No, I have my own design style, and the way, because I work in pre-sales, a lot of the engagements I'm speaking to clients or designing something for a client and trying to use our technology or services with that. So I get a lot of
rather bespoke kind of.
Yeah, I get interpretation of what a client wants or what someone wants. What are your problems? Okay, how can I create a design that fits that? I can prototype it, I can test it, I can iterate. I think that that all needs a whole style. Everyone has their own style of conducting interviews or designing their frames or where things go or what's most important for you to consider when you're designing. At the top, user stories, or as let's say a jiu-jitsu instructor. As a jiu-jitsu instructor, I want to be able to replay all of my actions when I'm teaching a class.
Yeah.
Right. That doesn't have to be a screen. Right. This could be. Is this a way I can have a list of moves that an AI is able to summarize of what I've done, and then it becomes like a list of things that a student can. Oh, okay. I just need to pull the left arm, do that. It doesn't have to be a video. It doesn't have to be visual.
I like that.
It's just a different way.
Because sometimes it is easier to conceptualize it as in like a bullet point of move, grab the right arm, or whatever,
But also the way I speak to clients or the way you speak to other people is completely different, and different styles of how you get information. But I'm pretty sure my role is going to change in the next couple of years. But
Yeah.
I'm kind of looking forward to it, doing something different.
Do you have do you have a signature that you like?
You have to see.
You can tell.
Yeah, a little scribble.
I can't. Is your signature pretty ornate or not?
It's pretty.
I can't remember it.
Yeah, I'm not gonna.
Mine's like just
JV.
But it's like I don't like separate my words. So my letters. So
if you ever want to forge these documents, that's how you do it.
Yes. Yeah. Okay. So that's a positive answer. Okay. And for any designer enthusiasts or like aspiring designers, this is a question to listen up for. What skills matter most in a design role that no one really talks about? So you've been working in design for like 3 years now. Are there any that stick out relative to like maybe when you were like, like getting ready for work or looking for jobs, like, writing your CV to stand out? Like, is there anything that like a skill that you think about now that was like wasn't necessarily present in your mind, but like is really important to you?
The quality of your designs is obviously important, but I think this is going to probably sound quite obvious, but the way you get there and your process, I think it's with everything is really important. The structures that you use, the frameworks that you use, the way you talk about how you design things, the research that you do things, why you did it in that way, being able to defend why or how you got to certain solutions, and then also taking your unique flair, whether it's frameworks or behavioral methodologies of how you got somewhere or iterated something. I think being able to show those little like gold dust parts are really important, but having fundamentals down and understanding, like, let's say without AI you have all this, it's from a
I'm sure how to help you with that.
Wow, AI has stepped in.
AI has stepped in.
I've
got my train of thought now.
That's actually so good. We have an Alexa in the
God forbid, it's
room,
probably listening to this podcast.
and the Alexa has picked up on Ethan talking, and it's like, I'm sorry, I can't help you.
So rude.
No, don't you?
AI is an AI podcast.
You're good. So the way that I interpreted that was, one, you need to. It's of course the end solution / product is very important, but it's also how you're communicating to like stakeholders or just anybody about your journey and getting there. The communication of the design process. You said, and then also like the basics of design, apart from being like too flashy. Is that?
Yeah, it's like if you know the fundamentals of how to do it without all this AI, without all this, and then get into the fancy part of how you can use AI to prompt it. And prompt it nowadays. I mean, you have like vibe coders, like that is a big thing. And if you have to experience it to know what it is and how beneficial and detrimental it can be in terms of structuring your data or structuring the way you set up files.
Yeah. Well, I hope you feel inspired. Everybody's listening to this in terms of designing. Because
it's not just designing; it's just the way to think about ideas. And it's 2020. It's coming to 2026. So loads of people creating their vision boards, and
I just don't buy into it. Like the whole like, oh my god, another 24 hours has passed, and therefore I have goals. But yesterday I didn't. Like, I don't know.
Yeah,
this is somebody who has written goals in their notes and then just forgotten about them. Like, I feel like if a goal is so important, you should just do it. You should be focusing on it here and now, not just waiting until tomorrow. This is very. I'm saying this, but I'm preaching because I'm.
So if I had to flip it on you, If I asked you what your goals are now, you'd better tell me.
Yeah.
What's your top goal for next year?
Get money.
Okay. Well, how are you gonna do that?
I am going to design a amazing a solution to enhance the training room for Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu instructors, utilizing POV dynamic recording and an app, and I'm going to improve the user experience.
Okay, I'll take you up on that.
Yeah,
if you don't do it next year.
No,
that's me a coffee.
That's all a load of baloney. My real goal is to start running again.
Okay. Yeah. You've done that once this year.
Yeah.
You nursed your knee or your leg for like 6
months. I haven't been running most of the year, but I used to. The previous year I did quite a fair bit of running, but yeah. So that would be
James is a
the
good
main goal.
runner. He's got some obnoxiously large thighs for some reason.
Okay, this is actually a good because I'm not gonna lie. I want to take a slight pivot now in terms of talk about tennis, because not only is Ethan a very talented designer, but he's also a tennis coach. And when you were younger, you played tennis and competed professionally, right?
Yeah,
Or-
you could say that. I mean,
I
I
mean-
played like national tournaments and in that
Did you
sense.
or did you not compete in children's Wimbledon,
Children's Wimbledon? I had juniors.
junior
I
Wimbledon?
played juniors Wimbledon when I was younger, but
How did you do?
yeah, I did that when I was like 13, 14.
Yeah.
And I got to I actually got to play at Wimbledon for singles and doubles, and in the singles I got to the quarterfinals,
Yeah.
and I lost. Because I'm gonna blame the rain because also slip out there.
How bad did you lose?
It was like 6-3, 7-5 or something like that.
Okay.
There was only 2 sets because we were junior, and
Yeah.
then the doubles we actually me and my partner Benedict Hurley, we won the doubles at Wimbledon, which was quite surreal.
So we are talking to a Wimbledon's champion right here,
Well, junior, in your words, children's Wimbledon.
bro. This is the guest lineup is increasing
get better than this.
every
It can't get better than
every
this.
time. You just wait until the next podcast. It is going to be. We are going to have a
Hey,
superstar.
forget about next podcast. This is the best one of the year.
Yeah, well, it's the final one of the year.
Final one.
Yeah. Okay. And so you played. What age did you start playing tennis?
I started at the age of 6.
Did your parents like suggest it, or were you like, "Oh, I want to do a sport. This is."
You know what's funny? I didn't actually play tennis because my parents wanted me to. I used to like pick up sticks a lot when I was younger and like hit sticks against leaves and stuff. And my parents kind of thought, oh, what's better use of his time and his energy? So they wanted to take me to a badminton club in Reading.
Yeah.
But they couldn't find any like nearby badminton clubs.
Yeah.
The closest place was a tennis club.
Yeah.
So that's why I started playing tennis.
The only thing that comes to mind is maybe get you into fencing if you like,
Yeah, but
smashing
fencing is
sticks.
even more niche.
Yeah. Okay, that's rather interesting. And you played it till like what age? Did you like?
I still play it.
No, I mean, yeah. So Ethan is a tennis coach right now. Like he has clients who pay him to train tennis. But like when did you like kind of transition to it's more of a business / hobby opposed to like? Because I guess you competed in Wimbledon, so it's pretty serious.
Honestly, it was during university. I kind of
Yeah.
did a little bit of coaching during
Yeah.
school.
Mhm.
They're helping out some classes and some
Yeah.
school coaching, just with under a coach. And then at university,
Mhm.
people started to ask me a lot more at uni. Of like, oh yeah,
For coaching.
yeah, because I used to be a captain of the teams and ran
Imperial
the
tennis.
team. Yeah, Imperial tennis.
Yeah.
And then also I kind of was in between jobs at some point, so I decided to take it full time, and I was actually starting to get paid more with that compared to my actual job.
Yeah.
Which was kind of crazy.
Unfortunately, not everybody was so what's the word? Lucky to have a part-time job when they were studying at Tesco. So
yeah,
some people just have to they have to work a bit harder for their money.
It's still hard work.
Tesco.
Oh no, tennis.
That was
Tesco.
your sarcasm,
Tesco's.
Ethan.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it was hard in one manner because it was soul destroying. And it is minimum wage. Well, actually, no. That's the one thing I will say about Tesco is it's not minimum wage, and it never was minimum wage.
It's higher.
It's slightly higher than minimum. It used to be higher. When I was growing up in school, it was higher than the minimum wage. So I earned a lot more than my friends who were like working at KFC or McDonald's, etc. So, yeah. Okay. So this is kind of an obvious question, but like, how hard is it to become a professional tennis player?
Oh, it's impossible. Century? It's impossible.
Like, what? Let's say I'm a budding, like I'm a stud. Like, what are my chances?
You either have to be playing international tournaments by the age of like 12 or 13 and winning them.
Yeah.
To even be considered.
Yeah.
But even when you're 12 or 13, if you're not tall enough, you won't it's very unlikely you're going to make it.
Really?
Yeah, 100%.
5'7's okay, right?
5'7's like maybe there's one person on tour who plays 5'7, and
Wow.
he's top 100. You know.
Okay.
But I
I'm
think
out.
there's just so little money in the lower ranks of tennis.
Yeah.
I think that definitely put me off because
Yeah.
you have like different tiers of tennis. You have like Grand Slams. This is, if you win, you get like 2 or 3 million, right?
Yeah, but
For these tournaments. And then you have
that's 1 or 2 people
you have
in
like
the world.
ATP events. So they go ATP 1000, ATP 500. They go down in value amounts, but ATP 1000 is about 1.5 million if you win. It goes to I think 500 to 700k or something for the 500s, then 250s, then 100s. Then you go into more the challenger events, so there's 75, 50, and then you go future events, which are like 15 to 25k.
Yeah.
But even that, I mean, that's the winning value or whatever. But even to get into that, you need to play for the lowest level of tournament, which is like it's called like an ITF. You need to play like 3 qualifying rounds for you to get into the main draw, and you can't get into the main draw typically if you don't have any points. And the only way you get points is by going through qualifying, winning qualifying, and winning your first round of main draw to even get a point.
Yeah.
And even getting a point doesn't guarantee you main draw into other tournaments. So you just either have to be insanely good.
Yeah.
And also, like a lot of the tournaments are all abroad. They're in Portugal, Tunisia, they're in Turkey, they're in some of the UK. So you have to travel around. It's like.
Did you ever go abroad?
No, I didn't. I kind of after that. So one thing I wish I had when I was younger is a coach who like really did want me to, push and try to go to, maybe the US college tennis or like considering like a pro or like academy scheme. It was definitely good enough. There are loads of people from my cohort, like kind of the era or squads that I used to train in, and now I have a few people still trying to play on tour. But there's some people who are like top 300 to top 500 in the world.
Yeah.
But there's just, it's so difficult to make money. It's so difficult unless you can get sponsors to provide you the equipment, that kind of thing. But it's just so difficult, especially in low level.
Is it fun when you're like thinking about that, or is it just like?
It depends whether it's fun for me now because it's not work.
Yeah. Well, it's part-time work.
No, yeah. But as in, like, if you're playing these tournaments,
you
don't get paid until you actually win something. So it's a lot of like pressure you put on yourself.
Yeah.
I think it's so. I don't know. I definitely think I would have liked to try it, but I would try it, but it's a big risk, especially with my parents. They, it would be a lot of people went to academies and they would have half their day is training or S&C or tennis, and then the other half of the day is actually just like education. So you lose half the day. Maybe I would have gotten to the same uni, but I don't know. It's hard to say.
Yeah, I mean, you got into one of the top universities in the world. I mean, it's like.
Yeah, I guess I did.
Yeah.
If you say so.
I may have also gone there. Not going to big it up too much. Okay. So I don't know. Looking back, what advice, if any, would you give to your younger self that maybe wouldn't have been apparent about them?
I think it would just be like you're a lot more talented and better than you think. Maybe consider.
Oh yeah, I like that.
Consider getting a coach or taking it like fully seriously for at least a year.
Yeah.
Because I remember there was this one coach I had. I used to have like the odd occasion lesson with him, but I didn't take tennis seriously. But a lot of the guys who I used to be one of those like maybe naturally more talented people and not hardworking. So I never felt really like I got pushed. And I had a few coaches, I was speaking to friends who'd spoken to coaches, and they'd said like I had a lot of potential, but I just didn't have the motivation. I just wished I kind of pushed myself and took things a little bit more seriously, but I don't know if I would have enjoyed it. So I think trying it would have been probably the best option.
Well, I do feel like I like that intent. I like that motivation, but like I do feel like when I've watched you play tennis once, and I was like the intensity is just like too much for me. It's like
that's not even that intense.
Like the noises that you make, it's like.
I don't grant that.
It's like I understand it because like I kind of understand it. Like when I run, I'm like in my head. Like I'm in reality, I'm just running around a park, but in my head, I am like trying to prove everybody wrong.
Okay, I'm not like that.
I am like the world hates me. like everybody's out to get me. Like nobody will accept me. Like I am there to like shock the world. Like, but I'm literally just running the park.
That's what Jake Paul said. He got knocked out.
Don't care. It's not my sport anymore. Well, it was never my sport. Okay. This question, I'm not gonna lie, it's a little bit tongue in cheek. But like we've already touched on it in multiple different ways today, so you don't have to dwell on it for too long. But the question is, and I want to preface this: Ethan is very successful, but obviously you've done things in life which haven't been easy. Like you've gone to like a top 1 university. Well, technically it's ranked the top university in the UK. You have won junior doubles at Wimbledon.
Like if you say so.
Yeah. I'm sure you had failures along the way. Have you got any advice for dealing with failures more generally?
Ooh.
And this I'm a very bad loser. Like I'm really bad.
Yeah, I think it's like not. There's always a thing like some people play to win, and some people play not to lose. And
I play not to lose.
Yeah, you're one of them for sure. But I think you just have to be. You kind of like have to fail in everything that you do.
Yeah.
Otherwise, if everything was a smooth roller coaster and you assumed you did everything right, then everyone would be as deluded as each other.
Yeah.
Right. So at some point, someone is going to do something wrong, or for example, in tennis, half the points you play you're probably going to lose. It really doesn't matter. But I think it is if you can overlook what you did wrong and more, what can I do next to better myself, or alternatively, from the flip side, what can I do to change the way you do something, or relook or rethink of kind of the way you do something. Not necessarily giving fault to yourself. Like, I can't blame myself for missing that shot. It's like, okay, next time I can do that, or I might try this. And if it does better, then but it's also on the flip side. If you do things positively, you can't just say that's a success. It has to be like somewhat of a failure as well. It's like, I did this, but I could have done that a little bit better.
Yeah.
So how can I do that even better? But I think it's, as long as you're growing in your job or your role or in sport, you want to do something 5-10% better.
Yeah.
But even just starting these things, even things, if your ideas fail or they don't go anywhere, you still learn or do something differently in terms of the way you think about it or the way you explore it. I think that's the more fun and experiential thing that people should focus on, more the process. Focus on the process rather than the goal. You'll get to somewhere.
Easier
someday.
said than done.
You'll get to somewhere someday.
Maybe.
If you chug along.
Yeah.
Keep doing it. Doesn't matter where you go. Just keep doing whatever. Whether it's your journal or you're playing a game. There's definitely if you take it to every part of your life.
Yeah.
I think you might eventually become a BJJ instructor. You never know.
I'm not gonna lie. I was actually thinking the other day about trying to go back to jiu-jitsu.
Yeah. What's stopping you?
Honestly, the reason why I stopped going to jiu-jitsu, the main reason it was twofold. The reason why I stopped going was because I was paying for a service which I wasn't using enough. But the reason why I wasn't using that service enough was because I actually it sounds really weird. I honestly found it really. I found the social interactions in the jiu-jitsu setting really uncomfortable.
Well, it's like, hey, sweaty bald man, like who I've just been rolling with like
It's
half an
not
hour.
even
Want to get a
that. It's
drink?
like it's just like so. I have friends. You know, I have friends.
Whoa! Let me stop you there.
And like I can talk to people in a professional setting, but
I mean, you literally just said circle back to me,
yeah,
and
like
supposedly your friend.
but like every day I would go to every time I would go to class, like there'd be like I would go. I'm new, so I'm trying to like make friends, but like everybody know it, like people would know each other, but I'd be there like looking for like a friendly face, but not really knowing whether to like how to start a conversation. And I'd be like kind of just like, and then it comes the pressure of like having to team up, buddy up with somebody because you can't drill on your own. You have to drill with somebody else. Well, most of the time, and it's just like it's really hard to make chit chat in that setting because it's serious. It's a serious setting, and people take it seriously.
Yeah.
And it's really hard to chit chat, and it's like you are literally like rolling around on the ground with a complete stranger, and at the same time, like in my head, I'm trying to think of small talk.
You just focus on what you're doing.
Yeah, I just found it really uncomfortable, and I think if I go back, I'll still have the same. Like what I really need is a buddy that I'm friends with. Who wants to come and train with me?
You're not convincing me.
Wink, wink. Need somebody that
I need a little bit more motivation than that. I could consider it.
The thing I like about jiu-jitsu is like I like the energy of like like in a controlled setting. I like the energy of like it's you versus me. Like we're gonna we're gonna roll.
This.
Even though it always gets submitted, like it's fine. Like it's like you can't dwell on it too much. But although there is always like one person that you're like he's never beating me. Like I've never let him beat me. But yeah, so yeah, I don't know. Yeah, but I never competed in jiu-jitsu. Might go back one day.
One day.
Yeah. Okay. But yeah. Still on the theme of tennis. So we've kind of touched on this, but you now coach like multiple different people in different walks of life to improve their tennis game around your like other work. Does like your previous experience of chasing the pro status influence your coaching? I'm sure it does.
No, I think
no.
I just have always enjoyed teaching as a whole.
Yeah.
Like I have done everything from tutoring to kind of coaching from a lower level for kids. Yeah. Then also like giving back and like going to speak at universities and like just being able to teach people things that I should have known or things in terms of process of the technique of intricacies. You could do X, Y, Z. It doesn't have to be one way. This is not the way you do it.
Yeah.
But providing people with options of you could consider that's why you do that movement or that's that. I think that's the part I like most about coaching. It's when people kind of get to their own solutions, but with the kind of knowledge or ways to think that you've provided them of how to get there.
So you're saying that the feel good you get there, the feel good you get of teaching somebody who's always been there, but like it's not specific to like them pursuing like becoming a pro.
Yeah,
it's just them getting better.
I mean, like for example, I don't necessarily need to coach right now, but I just enjoy it.
Yeah.
And obviously, there's some extra funds that also help, but that's not the reason why I do it.
Yeah.
Because the people who I coach, I'm very specific who I coach.
Yeah.
They are very dedicated. They
okay, maybe not.
I think I have to like their personality.
Yeah.
And the way they think about things for me to want to coach it. Like for example, if you just want a basic technique, you can learn off that guy.
Yeah.
Who does coaching for a living and I don't know, you can join in this class and he has a way of doing things, but I'd rather someone get something unique out of like me helping them.
Mm-hmm.
I coach some friends as well, and it's
Korean, American James.
American James.
Yeah, American James.
Currently backpacking. He's in LA at the moment, but he's planning to go to South America soon.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
One day I might do a little escapade or
South
solo
America.
backpacking trip somewhere.
You're gonna come back with a mustache and a goatee.
Oh yeah, I don't think I will be able to grow that. Damn genetics.
Master Yigwe.
Yeah.
It's not Master Yigwe. You know the?
Yeah.
Is it Master Yigwe?
What, the tortoise?
What's the
Master Sifu?
Master Sifu? No. Sifu, yeah.
Sifu's the goatee guy.
Yeah, he's a goatee. Yeah. Because he's like going in the mystical mountains of, well, it's one continent, but still.
Mm.
I don't know if the continents exist in the Kung Fu Panda universe, but we're going on a tirade.
I think, yeah.
But okay. So basically, not really. You got that feel good from like teaching people that just translates into like a.
Yeah, I think also it's just my whole career and everything. Why I think about things.
Yeah.
Like trying to understand why people struggle with things and then helping them that way.
Yeah.
That's kind of my job. That's kind of what I do.
Yeah.
It's just something I always have found.
I know what you mean, because I kind of like my job is a bit more generic, but one of the things I do have to do for my job is deliver training presentations. And
don't worry, I've heard them through the walls.
Yeah.
Hi, my name is James.
My name is James.
Welcome.
I've been at Veris for 2 years. I'm a risk consultant in the CCSG team, and today I'll be taking you through part one of. I won't say what the software's called, but it's.
Oh, I know it.
You know what it is? Do you want to whisper it?
I already know what it is. Can I say it on the podcast?
I don't know if you. Yeah, you can say it.
Touch.
Yeah.
And there's a stone.
Touchstone. But it's being rebranded soon. Because we're moving to a SaaS-based platform.
Oh.
So it's being rebranded. Or I should say the models are being moved to a new platform, so it is a distance platform. But yeah. It'd be interesting if any of you actually have an idea what I'm talking about, because you'd have to watch the first podcast. Okay, nice. So I don't want to take up too much of your time. I appreciate it's getting late. Because somebody was picking up a speaker.
It was a very good speaker.
Yeah. Happy New Year's and Christmas,
Happy
everybody
New Year's.
out there.
I think when this comes out, it'll be New Year.
Yeah.
Maybe after.
I don't think it's going to be coming out tonight. No. We don't move that fast here at the Jammin with James podcast. We take time.
That's a lie. I'm pretty fast at getting these episodes out.
Yeah.
It takes a while to post them with great captions and stuff.
That's not true. The only reason episode 2 is not graced you guys yet is because the guest is taking his time in reviewing it. So it's coming. I'm really excited for you guys to learn about the train system and tube in the UK. It's gonna be great. Yeah. But the outro that we've developed so far is that you can kind of like the guest can like end it with like a statement that they want the world to know, or like something like that. So this is like you can say anything you want. Imagine you have the ears of the world, like Barack Obama is listening right now. Like, what do you want?
I was probably gonna put like a pit bull.
You can say pitbull.
A pitbull reference.
I honestly don't. I'm not a big pitbull fan. So if you say it, if you'd said it, I wouldn't have recognised that it was pitbull.
Yeah. No, I was gonna say. I don't know off the top of my head, unfortunately.
Okay.
You're
not gonna do that. Huh?
Something about like.
And also look at them when you're speaking. Come on, you're not talking to me right now. You're talking to them.
I can't remember. I can't remember the pitbull reference.
Oh.
No, I actually can't. It's like, don't waste life, and then let's get wasted and have the time of our lives. You know that one? It finishes like that. I've forgotten.
I don't really like Pitbull. So.
I think some future guests.
No, I hate Pitbull. It's just not my music.
Does it have to be? What kind of comment?
Okay, so you're gonna take. That was take. This is take 2. That was take 1. It literally can be anything you want. Like, I can't remember what Vincent and Matt said, but it was something motivational.
Motivational.
It doesn't have to be motivational. It could be rather depressing if you're like, you guys need to
Okay.
stop this.
No.
Like you need to stop walking on the left side of the escalator. Like it could be something like that. Or like,
I think it's to. I'll do one around ideas
Okay.
and starting them. I think the biggest killer of ideas is your own self-doubt. I think whatever you do, you have to try it, and even if it's so difficult, even if you've got everything ready, I think the hardest step of kind of moving forward or progressing or growing as a person is even not to take that first step, whether it is like with the idea, speaking to an instructor, like understanding their point of view. That's a huge step. Once you get that first snowball down, it's going to roll down that mountain and become a massive compounding snowball. So, and that's even if ideas about your own growth, like let's say you want to move to a different country, or you want to change your job title, or change the way you think about things, or you have a really negative or disruptive mindset. Like, what can you do to change it? What micro habits, what really, like, I guess, positive impact can you make to make a change? Because the world's always changing, and if you stand still, you're just going to be left behind in reality, right? If you think your job is going to exist in like 3-4 years, just kind of think again.
Oh no!
It's true.
Yeah.
Especially with how things are moving right now.
I feel like my job's going to
nothing is
exist in 3
certain.
years.
So why not explore what you can do?
Yeah.
You don't have to be a developer. You don't have to be. You can be a designer. Do you want to explore how to brainstorm? Do you want to explore how to vision board? Do you like how can anyone best themselves or want to best themselves? I think that's it. If everyone's willing to be better or willing to grow or improve, I think the world would be such a better place.
I like it. Very good. Okay.
There we go.
Well, thank you everybody for joining us for episode 2 of Jamming with James. I was trying to just discreetly untag my thing to speak to you guys personally, but it's turned into a big thing. But thank you for joining us, and like, subscribe, and if you do like it, let us know. Bye bye.